Dispatches from the Frat House. Today is my first weekly update for the One Book July 2014 challenge. My updates should be posting every Friday. So far, so good. It's going pretty well. I did get a little hung up with some forward planning because it is summer. It never fails. Things happen at the last minute for the kids. You know, plans come up, opportunities to go places, and it kind of threw a wrench in the works for me a little bit, but not too bad. So I am going to flip the camera around and show you what's been going on in there this week. Make sure you show everyone how it's going for you, what's working, what isn't working, if you have any frustrations, if you've, learned anything. Just make sure wherever you post anything, use the hashtag OneBookJuly2014. And if you go to tagboard.com, and I'll put the link down below for this, you can search a hashtag and it will pull from all different social media places online and put everything with that hashtag in one spot. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you how it's been going. Okay, thanks guys, bye-bye. Alrighty, so here has been the book since pretty much since last Sunday. So same book, everything's exactly the same. There's the pen I've been using. Fits in there pretty nicely. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Let me show you what's been going on. This first book is still the same, so this is still notes for the book I'm reading, and I actually got in a little bit of reading last night, so I need to kind of catch myself up in there because I kind of have the feeling it's going to be a couple days before I get to pick it up again. And then this is some journaling that I did. The first page is stuff for One Book July 2014. I want to make sure I keep track of our schedule and where I'm posting the links. We all kind of, split up groups on Facebook to get everything posted. The next page was just some journaling I had already done in here and some pictures I had cut out. We've been over that already. And this next page I have tabbed with a little purple tab since we're allowed our unlimited, paper supplies and stationery supplies. But I'm not going to show you what that's tabbing. It's a facing set of project pages for a project I have coming up beginning of August that is a surprise for you guys. So I'm not going to show you that. And then it feels like my brain is kind of kicking back in again. June is always kind of a transition month for all of us here at the house, but I think maybe more so especially for me just because I'm kind of in charge of getting everybody everywhere and keeping everybody busy and making sure everybody's doing their chores and all that good stuff, and all that kind of changes in the summer a bit. So I think this kind of cleaning house idea and simplifying for the month has kind of kicked my brain back into gear because all of a sudden I'm starting to come up with ideas for essays to write, ideas for YouTube and blog posts. I know Cocopa, I had promised you guys a video for the Cocopa app an age and a half ago. So if you're keeping score and waiting for that, they issued a really big update to that, and I believe there was another one issued right after that as well, and it works completely differently than it used to. So if you're waiting for a video from me about that app, I'm just kind of getting used to it since they changed so much. At least the way I use it changed a lot, and then I'm going to do a video on that. I know I keep saying I kind of hope this week. I have several of the kids out of town this week, so I may be able to get that in this week. But it's kind of nice. This simplifying this is kind of kicking another part of my brain into gear again. And part of that's just because June has passed. We've all adjusted to the kids being out of school. So that's what this book is going to continue to be, is just project pages and notes and essays and maybe some journaling if I don't do that in the back book there. This is where the meat of the project has been, and you guys know this, you've seen this. There's the index pages, there's the monthly calendar. I have been really trying to burn through the post-it notes since I'm not color coding a whole lot. I've given up 4 of my colors. Still, there are 4 colors in here, so it's not like I'm not color coding completely, but these are things like I have to go back next Friday. I just got new contacts, so next Friday I go back for the recheck. That's something I never have scheduled, right? It's once a year. So I threw a post-it note on that day so that I distinctly remember that I need to get over there that morning. And then here's the same task list. And again, these are weekly tasks for the month, so I'm moving them so that I don't forget since I'm only using the gray highlighter, and that I'm using to signify when, like I said, in July, we've got kids kind of seriously all over the country. So, so I'm using the highlighter to mark when, kids are gone, when they're coming back, when other kids are leaving. And then here is the week 27 list that you guys already saw. And right here, Tuesday and Wednesday, I just did regular bullet journal, no big deal. Right here on Thursday, yesterday, is where I thought I was going to lose my mind. Just because Wednesday night we had a bunch of plans pop up for the kids. And I had a big brain dump and thought, okay, I need to do this differently. I'm used to pre-printed project pages, so I was not really able to forward plan the way I like to do it. My issue being I was missing my weekly calendar. I had put in this so I'd have my weekly task list, and I had this so I had all the tasks that were pertinent to a certain day of the month all in one spot, and I had my monthly calendar. But little things come up. The kids come up with stuff at the last minute they want to do. They get invited places, and I don't have a weekly calendar set up in this, or I didn't. Haha. So I realized I needed that. I needed that so that I wouldn't lose my mind. The upside to doing this has been I rarely just do a brain dump. And the other day I just grabbed a spare piece of paper out of here and just did a brain dump. I so rarely do that, and I have to do it more often. So that has been my first big lesson learned from One Book July, is I have to do a brain dump probably every day or every other day, because I was going crazy trying to keep everything track in my head. I don't want to take up a page that's designated for a certain day, and I just need to get over that and do it, because I felt so much better after I made this huge list of stuff that I wanted to get done, stuff I needed to remember, changes and plans for the kids. So I changed, instead of running just, okay, when I finish Tuesday, I'll start Wednesday, I went ahead and added in 1 page per day. I didn't throw in a weekly calendar for this week that is still occurring right now, just because it was silly. It was already Thursday. But I added a day per page for the rest of the week, and then for next week I did draw in a weekly calendar. I just have to have that. And the next week, I'm not quite done filling this in, but next week isn't too busy. Several of the boys are gone. It's going to be the following week that is, actually the following 2 weeks are just a lot of chaos going on. So I'm not done filling in the weekly calendar for week 29 yet, but I set it all up the same. I put the calendar for the week is right there. The tasks, those are the not pertaining to a certain date, because I have that list back here already. But just that list, I got to get this stuff done sometime this week. That's what goes there. And then I did 1 page per day for the whole week. And then I'm left with a blank page. This I can use for brain dump. This I can use for, hey, remember next week you got to do this. Because when I write it in on the calendar, I like to write it in nicely. So I can slap a Post-it note on there, hey, this is for next week. I can use that when I do my weekly review before I put stuff in the index. So I've got a blank page for the week to work with. And then this will be the following week. This will be week 29. I'm going to set it up exactly the same way. Weekly calendar here. Weekly tasks that just need to be done at some point that week over here. And then 1 page per day for the week. We've got kids coming in and out of town, and 3 of the kids are starting driving classes, and 1 of them is getting his wisdom teeth done, and work schedules, and Mike has prospect camp for hockey coming, and so yeah, it's about to get a little bit chaotic here again. And then this last book, I'm pretty much just using the same. My books read in 2014 pages are in the beginning of that, and then just the start of my 365/30 lists for the month are in there, so I'm not kind of done making those pretty yet, so I'm going to let that be, but that's just kind of what that's for. And then, again, my pocket back here that I'm still using exactly the same, and it works beautifully. I've been carrying this as a wallet. I have no problems getting cards in and out of here quickly. Scratch paper has been great because I've just got it. The pockets are, deep enough and flexible enough. I can hold quite a bit of scratch paper and business cards in there, no problem. Receipts. So that has been it. That has been my my week with this so far. So thumbs up for the remembering how great it feels to just do a brain dump. Thumbs up for mentally cleaning house. Thumbs down on me for not preparing a weekly calendar and thinking that I could get away with just having the monthly. There are too many little things that crop up like the night before that sometimes relying on the monthly is just not enough room. So I gotta have a weekly calendar. It's just my brain. So again, like I said before, you guys show us how it's going for you. Tell us what's working. Tell us what's not. What are your thumbs up and thumbs down things? And just make sure anywhere you share it, you hashtag it One Book July 2014. Okay? I hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy your weekend, and I will talk to you next Friday. Thanks. Bye-bye.